Live, local, late breaking. This is Newswatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. The time is 6:30 on January 9th. Welcome to Newswatch 12 this morning. I'm Carlos Murrieta. Right now we're taking a foggy look out at Phoenix from Garrison's home. And with that, we want to turn over to Storm Alert Weather 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress for a look at our Friday. And Sarah, even though it's looking foggy out there, it is still feeling quite chilly outside as well.
It is rather cold across the region. If you're heading out to the bus stop, heading out to the door early this morning, you're going to want to bundle up. Right now we're at 31 into Medford, Grants Pass at 36, but Ashland into the 20s, 27, Wairika at 27, Montague 21. Over east side we have 13 for Lakeview, 17 for Klamath Falls, Chiloquin at 20, and over along the coast even 35 for Brookings this morning. And we are still dealing with fog, and with those below freezing temperatures, freezing fog is present into our west side valleys this morning. Expect to encounter that into your commute, plan in some extra time. Around the rest of the region, we're really only seeing that mainly into Jackson County currently, but I am seeing some low cloud development over into the Illinois Valley, over near Grants Pass, so we do have time for fog to develop before we see that sunrise or right around that time. So we do have a freezing fog advisory in place for our valleys into southern Oregon and northern California. Our highs today are expected to be pretty normal for us. We will see clouds decreasing throughout your day. Brighter skies will welcome us into the afternoon. Some areas of fog are going to be a little bit stubborn than others and could lower those high temperatures a little bit. But looking out at the big picture, we're seeing high pressure build itself in, and that is going to set us up for some quiet weather, and that means we'll be seeing some stagnant air. On top of that, we will be waking up with valley fog, some chilly mornings, but it is going to remain rather dry into next week. This high pressure is rather stubborn. So I'll let you know what we can expect in your days ahead. Take a closer look at your weekend and your commute around the rest of the region all in your next forecast. Carlos?
Thank you, Sarah. And new this morning, Medford police responded to a home on the 4500 block of Wolf Run Drive around 4:18 p.m. after a neighbor reported a suspicious female entering the residence. Officers later identified the woman as having an outstanding warrant. Our news team was on the scene when law enforcement attempted to contact the occupants multiple times. Police established a perimeter and called in SWAT. Two women eventually exited the home and told officers others might be still inside, prompting the SWAT team to perform an explosive breach on the front door.
We got a report from neighbors that a female had entered or arrived in a car, got out with what appeared to be a rifle or a shotgun. A neighbor, which was right near her, she kind of looked at him and said, if things go bad, call the cops. And she went inside. Shortly after that, another female arrived in another car and ran inside. The SWAT team was activated based on the fact that there was a firearm inside and people were refusing to come out. We did recover what was reported to be the firearm, and it turned out to be a firearm replica.
After SWAT and law enforcement breached the residence, two individuals exited on their own, while several others were arrested after officers entered the home. For more details on the scene, head on over to our website. And moving into our top story, Oregon's governor and Portland's mayor are now reacting after two people were shot by federal agents in Portland. According to a senior law enforcement official, agents from a special operations unit for customs and border protection tried to stop a vehicle with a suspected Tren de Aragua gang member. During the stop, the vehicle began to drive away, striking an agent. Shots were fired, hitting the vehicle, and no agents were injured. Portland's mayor expressed skepticism about the administration's description of what happened.
We know what the federal government says happened here. There was a time when we could take them at their word. That time is long past. We are calling on ICE to halt all operations in Portland until a full and independent investigation can take place.
The Department of Homeland Security said in a statement that an agent, quote, fired a defensive shot after the driver allegedly tried to run the agents over. Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield says the state is opening a formal investigation into the shooting involving the federal agents. And this weekend, Oregon U.S. Senator Jeff Merkley will be hosting his first town halls of 2026, with several taking place in Southern Oregon. Merkley will hold a town hall in Port Orford for Curry County residents this Saturday, and the town hall will be held at Driftwood School in Port Orford at 6 p.m. Then on Sunday, Merkley will hold town halls in Jackson and Josephine counties at 12:30 and 3:30 p.m. Details on those town halls are on your screen right now and can be found on our website. Merkley says he plans to hold community conversations in all 36 counties. And a special order hour took place on the House floor yesterday to honor the life of Congressman Doug LaMalfa. Now, multiple lawmakers from both parties spoke at this special order to honor the life and legacy of LaMalfa after he passed away unexpectedly at the age of 65 on Tuesday. Oregon Representative Cliff Bench spoke at the special order, remembering LaMalfa as they were not only neighbors from state lines, but when it came to working together in Congress.
He was a great friend and an incredible advocate for his district. He did his very best for his constituents. He never gave up. He focused on wolves, water, forests, and fire. May my good friend find solace in heaven, and may his family find comfort in knowing he was a man of integrity, faith, truly deserving of our honor and our deepest respect. I yield back.
The coroner's office is continuing to investigate the official cause of death, and California will need to hold a special election to replace LaMalfa in the coming weeks. And moving into continuing coverage, Josephine County is moving forward following the recall election of Commissioner Chris Barnett and the expiration of the 30-day window to appoint a replacement for former Commissioner Andreas Bleck, who resigned earlier this year. A temporary board has now been formed and is set to meet soon to begin the process of appointing a new county commissioner. The temporary board is made up of the county's elected administrative officers as outlined in the county charter.
The charter, section 19 of the charter, identifies the elected administrative officers as being the sheriff, the assessor, the treasurer, the clerk, the county legal counsel, and the surveyor.
The earliest the recall can be certified is January 28th at 5 p.m., but it could take until February 2nd. That temporary board will meet on Monday. And after several fires at the site of the former Ramada Hotel, Medford City staff and the property owner are now working to address the ongoing safety concerns. And right now, you're taking a look at the fire that occurred in May, but several more have taken place in recent weeks. In Wednesday night's City Council meeting, Interim City Manager John Vile said the building has now been cleared by both Medford Police and a private security company, and Newswatch 12 will continue to track the safety concerns at the site and the city's response to it.
They did hire another security firm. We did a large sweep of the building. We can't guarantee that everybody left, but what they have done is they have secured the building, and when people go out, they're not going to get back in. That is our hope.
Vile also said the city is continuing to monitor the situation and hopes to come to a resolution in the near future. Newswatch 12 will continue to track this story. And the U.S. Forest Service and CAL FIRE have renewed their statewide wildfire response agreement for 5 more years. Now this lets crews, equipment, and aircraft cross jurisdictional lines, ensuring the closest resources reach fires fast. Officials say this is a key advantage in Northern California's high-risk areas. And the city of Grants Pass has a new city council president following a meeting that included disagreements regarding voting procedures, and that decision became the focus of the discussion. Newswatch 12's Zero Green has that story.
There is a paper in front of you with several options, and I've just opted for option number 1.
Why are we doing option number 1?
Excuse me?
You said you opted for option number 1.
A tense discussion began at Grants Pass's city council meeting as the council looks to vote on a new president.
We'll start. The nomination on the floor is for
Point
Rick
of order.
for
Point
city
of order.
council president.
Point of order.
And there is a second, and
No.
so we will begin with the votes. And
It's not up to
Eric,
you to
how do you
decide.
vote?
You are just acting as mayor. You cannot strong arm the council into just doing what you want.
The council's staunch differing opinions stem from deciding which voting procedure would be used to select the new president and how that procedure should be selected.
I'd like to be recognized. It's not up to you to decide either. The council can decide.
We are deciding.
There's 7 people here that can decide how the process will go.
The council eventually moved forward in the process and voted on a motion for Councilor Rob Pell as president after it was presented by Councilor Indra Nicholas.
How do you vote, Eric?
No. Yes.
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 No.
And absolutely no, but you have your new city council president.
After selecting Rob Pell as president, council proceeded to select Rick Riker as vice president. Pell will serve as acting mayor until Mayor Clint Scherf returns, leading council meetings and helping shape city policy. Reporting in Grants Pass, I'm Dale Green.
Ashland Electric customers can now get a free home energy score to help lower energy bills and cut emissions. The city says residents can sign up for a free home energy score through May of this year. An assessor will come to your home, check energy systems, and give you a report with your score, estimated costs and emissions, plus upgrade suggestions. The pilot program also includes custom recommendations to reduce carbon emissions. And renovations are underway at the new Access building with assistance from Rogue Retreat and the Hope Streets crew. Hope Street crew members are gaining hands-on experience in building skills as they work on that building.